have something, and me and Barry talk about it, we've got something special in England, Ireland and Scotland, and it's just like, there's only 258 natural links courses in the world, okay? And that does equate to less than 0.5% of the world's golf courses. And, you know, thankfully to the Scots, they invented the game. As much as it hurts me to say that Barry's a Scotsman, he invented the game of golf and these people, but like, generally speaking, these links land, it's wasteland in between the ocean and farmland. It's compressed sand, you know, from hundreds and thousands of years of erosion that was only good for grazing sheep. And, you know, up about 250 years ago, these sheep became greenkeepers. And, you know, the Scots shared their love for the game. They made their way over to Ireland, Wales, England, and put those useless pieces of land to use. So, you know, like red bent fescue grass that we call love grass, jokingly over here. It's, you know, there's no trees in these golf courses. The wind is its biggest defense mechanism. And when it comes back to the word link, that comes from a Scottish word called hlink, and that's basically rolling mound of terrain. So back 150 years ago, they didn't move earth, they didn't shape greens, they didn't shape fairways and tee boxes. The land was there. If they had to move something, it was a donkey and cart and shovel. So that's why courses like Prestwick, the old course, etc., that's why they're quirky, but that's how golf was formed. And that's the land they worked with.
Yeah, and recently we've had very little rain. We had a spell 6 weeks where there was zero rain, and the course has turned just pure yellow because the links land is very sandy. It's sand based. So if you don't get water, it just dries out. It goes that yellow burnt way. The greens get watered and they're still green. And you know, you could be like an average golfer, and all of a sudden you're hitting a wedge 200 yards.
Yeah,
because it's like hitting down a runway on the fairways, and that sounds fantastic because the ball goes a long way if you know you get a calm day and you're hitting these hard, fast fairways. But the control becomes an issue. It can be sometimes very difficult just to hit the green from 100 yards. So it's a completely different style of golf. It's certainly not clean the grooves, throw it up in the air, land it next to the hole and stop it. That doesn't work. You've got to get creative. You've got to allow for the ball to run. This rolling terrain means that you've got to roll it round these mounds, and it's a different style of playing golf. But probably one thing that people don't think about when they think of the differences between like a more parkland style fairway to a link style fairway is how tight the grass is. You know, if you take a lob wedge and open the face, there's a shadow underneath the leading edge when you're playing on a link golf course. It's terrifying, you know. So, but then you don't really have to do that either because it's so tight. The ball does grip a bit if you just hit it cleanly off a link surface. But yeah, the big difference is that these courses they drain so well. You can have, if you did have a lot of rain, then an hour later you just don't even know it's been raining. It's just because of the way the soil's been formed. You dig a hole, you'll get a few feet of soil, and then it's just pure sand underneath.